What's going on, everyone? So the NBA All-Star Game is officially over. The weekend is done, and now teams start to prepare, get ready for that back end of the NBA season. And the Lakers really have their work cut out for them, right? Lakers are still the 9th seed in the Western Conference. They really have a lot of catching up to do. They're not so far removed to where it's a big concern right now. I mean, they're only 3.5 games out of the Suns and the Pelicans. It's really 3 games because if all 3 of those teams finish with the same record, the Lakers have tiebreakers over both the Pelicans and the Suns, so they would leapfrog them and jump ahead. But that's still something it's not as easy. It's not like, oh, it's only 3 games. Like, you have to win 3 more games than the Pelicans and the Suns the rest of the way. It's a lot of work to do. But Lakers need to buckle down, need to get it together. LeBron James, he is expected to miss the Warriors game after he's going to get treatment, which isn't a good start, but I do believe the Lakers can get it done. And plus, if this treatment puts LeBron in a good place, kind of gives him the tune-up that D'Angelo Russell got, then to me it's worth it. Obviously, I'd rather LeBron play. I don't want to run the risk of losing to the Warriors, but we should be able to beat the Warriors with or without LeBron James. Regardless, we need our 2 stars showing up, ready to go. Luckily, thus far this season, these 2 guys have been healthier than they've been in a very long time. Knock on wood, obviously. Also, we need that to maintain. We need them both to continue to stay on the basketball court. It's unfortunate that they've been healthy and we've just struggled. You know, you would think, like, if in the offseason, if I told you LeBron James and Anthony Davis would only miss like a handful of games this season, you'd think we'd be the 1 seed in the conference. And yet, here we are as the 9th seed. A lot of that has just been the inconsistencies that this team has shown. But we need our leaders to step up post-All-Star break, do what they did last year. Hey, let's go. It's go time, right? Let's buckle down. Let's climb this mountain. You know, unfortunately, part of this hole is our doing, but we are in striking range, and let's strike while the iron is hot. It's what we need to do. We need our 2 superstars to be superstars. We also need them healthy going into the postseason. It's go time. All right, we got 26 games left. There's no room for error. There's no room to mess around. There's no more room to play. We got to go bare minimum, in my opinion, 15-11. Bare minimum. I think we're probably going to need to do maybe slightly better, but I think if we can get around 45 wins, I think we'll be at least in the 6th, maybe at worst 7th seed, which I want to avoid the play-in. I do. I don't want to have to fight and play those extra play-in games. I want to get that extra rest, be healthy, see what we can do as the 6th seed. I don't care who we play. I believe we can beat and compete against every team in the NBA. I don't think that there's a single team that I look at and go, man, the Lakers have no shot. I'll take our chances against anybody, especially if these 2 guys are healthy. But it's not just them, right? Austin Reeves, we need a better second half from him. He's been playing much better lately. He's been a lot more consistent the last handful of games than he has pretty much all season, really. I mean, he's had stretches. You know, he's had little 5-game stretches here and there. But we need Austin Reeves to really pick it up in the second half like he did last year. Because Austin Reeves and his inconsistencies, they hurt us. Right? Because he hasn't been good defensively this year. And then, you know, when he's out there not being good defensively and then adding in to the lack of offense and efficiency, it's like, dude, you're a liability. You know, when the Lakers are 7 points better without you, it's not good. You're supposed to be one of their key factors. You're supposed to be one of their best players. I mean, there was a genuine belief that Austin Reeves was going to be the clear-cut 3rd option this season, and he just hasn't been that. And it's unfortunate, you know? And look, he's been good, and he's had his moments, and he hasn't been as bad as, some people make it seem, but he hasn't been great. And we need him. right? We need him to be, I don't necessarily need him to be a superstar, but at least consistency. Whatever that consistency looks like. Whether it's 10 a game or 15 a game, we need to know what it is. It's just like, but you go and you give us 20, and then next game it's like 9, and you're like 2 of 11, and 0 of 6 from 3. Like, it's like, dude, I can't have that. I can't have 2 or 3 games where you're basically just, you can't buy a bucket to save your life. And on top of that, your liability on the defensive side. And then, but it's like, hey, 1 out of every 5 games, he's going to give you 20. Like, that's fine. We're losing the other 4. Like, I'd rather have him give us what we know we're going to get from him. So he needs to find his groove. He needs to continue to work in the proper direction. I'm hoping that this little, 8 days of rest, because in his defense, he has played a lot of basketball, right? You go from the playoff run to boom, Team USA, to boom, here's preseason, to boom, here's the NBA season. And there's not really any break in between. He hasn't missed any games. It's like, all right, I guess we're just, this is what we're doing, right? Where now you can kind of like, okay, here's 8 days, take it off, enjoy, put your legs up, don't work too hard, take a breather. Hopefully that happens. D'Angelo Russell, we need him to continue to be spectacular. I mean, D'Lo has been our clear-cut third option, and he needs to continue to be. The guy has just been spectacular in every way, and I love the unselfishness, right? I loved how you look at last game, D'Lo's averaging like 28 a game over the last like 11 games. And yet Rui has it going. Reeves has it going. AD has it going. Like, guys have it going. And instead of D'Lo going, no, hey, I need to keep this momentum, right? I'm playing for a bigger contract. I'm playing to prove the naysayers wrong. Like, I'm proving, instead of him looking at it and going, no, I need to maintain this 25 points or whatever. And I'm playing a terrible team. I could go drop 30 against these guys. No, he says, hey, let me go get 17 assists. Let me go get a near triple-double. I mean, the guy only took 8 shots and shot 50%. He was 4 of 8 from the field. And he just took it upon himself to, hey, let me just play playmaker. Let me go set a career high in assists. And he was spectacular in that. I love what we're seeing from D'Lo, but we need him to continue that, right? We need him to continue to establish it. If other guys have it going, that's fine, right? Like, I don't want him to force stuff to a point where it becomes detrimental. It's what I loved about the Jazz game, right? Like, he didn't try to force anything. He noted, he saw immediately that like everyone else had it going, and so he was like, okay, like, I'll just hit key shots here and there, right? Utah starts going on a little run, boom, here, let me hit a big shot right here to halt that. That's what I loved, and I need D'Lo to continue that. Spencer Dinwiddie, I'd like to see him now become a little more aggressive, become a little more, assertive, right? I have plenty of confidence in Spencer Dinwiddie, and we've seen everything that you want to see. You've seen what he can do on the defensive side. You've seen what he can do on the playmaking side. You've seen what he can do on the scoring side. His ability to hit the mid-range, knock down the 3-ball, step back 3, finish through contact. All of these things I love seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie, and he's really showing it. He's really shining. And it's been 2 games, so we can't get super on him yet. But as we start moving, we got 26 games. 3 or 4 games in, I need to start seeing some. I'm not saying he has to go and drop 30 or something like that, but I need to start seeing a little more aggression, a little more assertiveness. That's on Darvin Ham. We need to see a better. Darvin Ham's been better lately. He hasn't been perfect, but no coach is really perfect. I don't need Darvin Ham to be great. I just need him to not be terrible, right? Like, and he's not been terrible, which is good, right? He's not going to be the head coach that people want him to be. Or at least right now. Maybe he'll get there at some point, but right now he's not going to be that coach people want him to be. And we don't necessarily need him to be. We just need him to be, we need him to not be in our way. And I just think he's done a better job of not being in the way. And that needs to continue. But Rui, like to see him continue to be aggressive, continue to shine. Darvin Ham told media and everybody that he gave Rui the green light, told Rui, like, hey, we need you to be more aggressive. We need you to be more assertive. I love it. I love seeing this level of Rui. I love seeing Rui not settling. Not just, oh, hey, let me just take this deep three. No, let me get the pump fake. Let me use my size and physicality to just get through contact and finish at the rim, get better looks, get better buckets. This guy can score the basketball. There's no doubt about it. And we need that. We need him to continue to just establish his dominance. I love it. I love seeing what Rui's been doing the last few games, and that needs to continue, right? We need to be in attack mode. This team as a whole needs to be aggressive, right? They need to be looking to assert themselves. Because we have an uphill battle to climb. I believe we can get into the top 6. But all these other teams keep winning too. We got 2 games coming up against the Kings that are like dire, like extremely, extremely important. We got to win this Warriors game coming up. All right, we got 5 games to close out the month of February. In my opinion, we got to go 4-1. You know, I'd like minimum 3-2. Okay, you're at least 5 games over 500, but I'd like to go 4-1. Right, because that at least give us 3 more games. Now we're 7 games over 500. Now we are in striking range. Now we're in the conversation. But it's just such an uphill battle to climb. And, you know, there's only so many games left to catch up on. But we should start getting guys back. Cam Reddish, Max Christie, all these guys should be here. The Warriors game got a back-to-back, so do they come? I'd rather everyone back for the Warriors game personally than the Spurs game. So hopefully that's the case, right? Because I just think the Warriors are going to be harder to beat than the Spurs will be, like without Reddish and Cam and LeBron and everybody. You know, I'd rather LeBron have played the Warriors game than the Spurs game. But, you know, at least Spurs game, it's like, it's one of those games where it's like, it's about as close to a guarantee win as it should be, especially if you have LeBron. So, okay. But start getting guys back. Start getting back in a position of success. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get Jared Vanderbilt back. Get Gabe Vincent back. Gabe Vincent's supposed to be back in March. Vanderbilt, hopefully we get some good news coming up soon. We need these things. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you ready for this post All-Star break push? You know, where do you think the Lakers end up landing? Where do you think they finish? How do you think they close out this 26 games? Again, how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos. I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.